Just a girl in a onesie having a therapy revelation. Onesie. Good morning. Today's happiness was a moment of self-reflection. Oh yes, are we ready to reflect with me? So anybody out there going through all this like healing journey therapy stuff? I know I'm starting to sound like a self-help thing, but I'm not trying to be self-help. I'm trying to be everyone help. Because if I'm going through this and if it can help somebody, extra bonus. Although it's also kind of what led me on to this realization. So I have trouble relaxing. I hate relaxing. It feels like a waste. Like it never feels, I can never actually relax and enjoy it unless I'm relaxing and enjoying it with somebody else. So I was having this like weird existential crisis because, now I'm on purpose right now single, and I want to be single as I go through all this stuff because I'm not in a mental or emotional place to be a partner to anybody. While I go through all of this trauma healing stuff. But I was like, there's this weird, I had this weird thing sitting here that feels like empty or missing. And I'm like, well, it makes sense, you miss having a partner. And then I've just been feverishly working on things, which honestly brings me a lot of joy. But I realized like, I haven't really been relaxing. I've always really been bad at that, but I haven't been like at all, like even more than normal. And it got me thinking, I'm like, when do I actually like relax? Like do things that aren't work. And I realized the only time I really do it and fully enjoy it is when I'm doing it with somebody else. And then I also know that my experience kind of depends on how they're doing. Like if they're relaxing and having a good time, then I feel great. Like if we're watching a movie and they don't like the movie, that experience isn't as good for me because I'm like, oh no, they didn't like the movie. And then all of a sudden, my therapist was like this little thing in my head who was like, do you see any conclusions here, Angela? Oh no. I'm working on self-worth, feeling like I'm worth love and all those kind of things. And I realized that that's linked to the fact that I can't even really I don't feel like maybe I deserve happiness and relaxation unless someone else is enjoying it with me. So that has been that little thing that's been missing, because like I will sit down every once in a while and like while I'm making dinner or eating or something, I will watch like a Hallmark movie or the Great British Baking Show or something, and it still was like missing something. And now I know what it is. So I'm turning that in my head. I'm turning it around, and not only am I going to find daily happiness, but I'm going to let myself, because everyone should do this, enjoy it because I'm enjoying it. Oh God, why does that feel so selfish to say? I literally feel like, oh, that's just Angela. Don't be so selfish. I'm like, no, actually, you have to be able to do that. So anyone out there who's feeling the same, let's do it together. Because, of course, I have to help other people. But that feels good. We'll come to that later. Still be a good person. And not be completely where I was. So, find something today that makes you happy. And then fully enjoy it because you're enjoying it. And that's okay. I'm going to try to do the same thing. I'm working on it. Love you all.